The sign says just outside the town of Kinnegad, undoubtedly one of the busiest towns in Ireland. Now, in actual fact, when you read this particular sign on your way from Dublin, you'll be standing in County Meath, because Kinnegad marks a border point between the two counties. Now, there's an added significance to that this weekend, especially for football fans, as they prepare to do battle in the National Football League semi-final.
Reaching a National League semi-final is a marvellous boost for everybody in the county. You know, after the Derry game, it lashed all week in Westmeath, but for Westmeath people, they never noticed the weather. The business people commented, you know, they stopped talking about the weather, and really the sun was shining for us during that week.
I suppose it adds another dimension to it as well, that you're playing your close neighbours, Meath, in that semi-final.
Yeah, there is that added dimension to it, and I mean, we have been subjected to good-natured ribbing by our neighbours. They're supplying us with maps, showing us the way to Croke Park, and some of them even have the audacity to say that, you know, Nelson's Pillar, don't meet anybody under Nelson's Pillar, it's long gone. But that's all good-natured banter, and we enjoy that. We have a great rivalry with Meath. Unfortunately, we've come out at the wrong end of it far too often, and hopefully on Sunday next that, you know, we'll kill that royal bogey.
Would this be a particular worry for you, that perhaps you might have preferred to have met some of the other counties rather than Meath because of that bad record?
Yeah, perhaps the initial reaction, yeah, we would have preferred to have played down. But, I mean, all bogeys and hoodoos are there to be smashed, and hopefully we'll set about smashing that one on Sunday.
No. 6. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's
6,
right.
6, 8, 48. No, you're fixed up. Okay.
100%. Thanks
Thank
very
you
much.
kindly. See you, bye-bye.
See you, Tom. All the best.
Well, a familiar face buying tickets here at Cusack Park today. Tom Hunt, winner of Know Your Sport in 1988. Tom, obviously you know your sport this weekend if you're determined to go to Croke Park.
Oh yeah, we're hoping for the best anyway.
It's a little bit of a change, mind you, to queuing for tickets in Cusack Park and being in Seoul in 1988, which of course was the prize for Know Your Sport.
Yeah, it was nearly easier to get tickets for a Seoul than it is here. It's a bit of a struggle.
Well, you seem to have done okay now. You got a few Upper Hogan, is it?
Well, a few for the Hogan, yeah. Upper Deck Hogan. Best that can be got, they tell me, so hopefully...
Well, there is a big queue for tickets here today, and it's a very unusual thing, it has to be said, in Mullingar to see a queue like this for football tickets, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. It's a great boost for Westmeath football and great buzz around the county.
Yeah.
And Matt Carrigan obviously has done wonderful work since he came here.
Well, Tom, you're a Waterford man originally, so
Absolutely,
maybe I can put you a neutral six-man question here. Who's going to win on Sunday?
Well, I think Waterford should have won when they met in the league match, but that's not here nor there. Hopefully Westmeath can repeat the performance that put on against Derry, and if that's the case, there won't be much in it. Meath have all the advantages of it, habit of playing in Croke Park, an experienced team and so on, but who knows? On the day it's what matters.
Well, Tom, there's no prizes out of this one, but enjoy the match anyway.
Well, there's a big prize in the league final if they win. All the best.
Outside the gates here of Cusack Park, we have the unusual sight of seeing people queuing for tickets to see Westmeath play football.
Yeah, it's strange, you know. Last 20, 30 years there's been no interest, and all of a sudden in the last 3-4 months things have really taken off, you know. It's brilliant for the county. Hopefully it'll continue.
It's obviously all down to your victory over Derry 2 weeks ago. That was surely the biggest game you played in.
The biggest and the best, yeah. It captured the whole imagination of the county. We believed going into the game that we had a chance. We knew we were a better team than the media knew that we were, you know, but best result ever, you know, and hopefully we can, you know, capitalise on that.
Everything would have sort of gone against you on the day if you look at it. You were playing the All-Ireland champions, the game had been switched at the last minute, conditions were terrible up there, and yet you mastered them far better than they did.
Yeah, we were disappointed at the outset because of the switch of venue, you know. We were looking forward to the big occasion, the big crowd. That would have been a great experience. But, you know, Matty told us before the game it's just another pitch, so we completely put that out of our heads, you know, and just got concentrated on the game.
It is picked up though by Ger Heaven, playing it back. And a crossfield kick. And go towards Noah Lynch. And Lynch has possession, but there's good running too by Brian McGilligan. Playing it back to Johnny Murray. A very adventurous kick from Murray. and it's kept in play, but only just a chance now. Yes! John Fleming's got the goal. But what a superb kick from Johnny Murray. The goalkeeper, Don Kelly, parried the ball. It came back into play. Fleming was there, and Fleming crashed it at the back of the Derry net. The quickly taken free from Heaney. Again towards Joe Brolly. Brolly take the point. That's excellent score by Brolly. Point number 5 for Joe Brolly. O'Brien so far in the second half certainly having the upper hand as Westmeath come away again. The ball played again into that open space. Very well taken down. A chance now for a score. Can they get it? Yes, they can. Larry Giles gets the point. The sides are level. Noah Lynch again playing it into the danger zone. And again McGurk allowing the ball to step past him. A chance here for another goal. Yes! It's in the back of the net. The goal has been scored again by Larry Giles. And again Ger Heaven involved. And the cornerback John McGurk is having a nightmare. For the first time in the game, Westmeath are in front. And that, in fact, will be a line ball for Westmeath. The ball going out of the hands of Fergal McCusker. Played quickly in towards the middle again. But again, the first touch let McGurk down. That looks like another score. Yes, it's not over the bar. Another point for Westmeath.
Dermot, at the start of this league campaign, you were 66-1 outsiders to win the competition, but you're now just one game away from the final.
That's right, Michael. I think nobody would have put any money on us to qualify for the semi-finals or even the finals. So, you know, we're enjoying it. It's a bit of an adventure, and you know, beating Longford and beating Derry, it's opened up a whole new scene for us. You know.
That victory over the All-Ireland champions Derry, that presumably was the biggest game that you've played in from a county level.
It was indeed. I think it was the whole team. It was their biggest game ever. It was a trip into the unknown, and you know, looking back, we were probably better off that way, that we didn't really know what to expect, and on the day it just went right for us.
Mind you, although you're now into a league semi-final, you could have been gone out of this competition a little bit earlier, because in the playoff against Longford, an important save by yourself kept you in the competition.
That's right. We were 5 points up going into injury time, and they got a goal, and then suddenly there was 2 points in it, and then you know, the unthinkable happened. A high ball into the square, and one of their forwards was fouled, and it was a penalty. And you know, I mean, I think looking back, Desi Barry he's hit better penalties on the day, but it went right for me, you know. So we were delighted to get through and get a crack at Derry.
We've enjoyed our campaign so far. We didn't have an easy run through Division 4. We found Carlow, Limerick, Waterford, all tough games. Longford, we managed a draw with Longford. We had the escape of the year in beating Wicklow, 3 goals in the last 7 minutes. You know, that was literally fantastic stuff. And then we had a tough encounter against Longford in the playoff, and only for Dermot Ryan's good save, and the second last kick of the ball would be out. And then, of course, Enniskillen was poetry in motion for us. Our success rate in Westmeath is not satisfactory. All we have to boast about would be maybe 4 Leinster Junior in football, 3 in hurling, 1 Junior All-Ireland in hurling and 1 Junior in football, and throw in 3 B All-Ireland hurling, and that's the extent of our success rate. We have to go back to 1969, the last time that we were in a National League semi-final. In fact, that was the only time. Having said all of that, would have to point out that over the last 12 years that our minor teams have been performing with distinction, and we reached 3 Leinster finals in minor football, so maybe that we were sowing the seeds of the present team.
On Sunday we have nothing to lose. We'll go up to Croke Park. We're confident going up, but we know we've a hard job ahead against us. Like, we're playing Meath, who are a good team, vast experience right throughout. So we'll go up on Sunday and enjoy the day and see what happens.
One thing that people worry about is the fact that this is a young team, and they are afraid that you might freeze up on the day, especially against a very knowledgeable, experienced team like Meath.
I know that there's about 10 of us at least who haven't played in Croke Park. I think Michael Spike Fagan and Larry Giles are possibly the only 2 that have. But on Sunday we'll go up there, enjoy it. I mean, it's a game of football. You're playing against 15, and although I know that Meath have great experienced players like Martin O'Connell, Bernard Flynn here from Mullingar as well, playing Mullingar. But we have a great chance on Sunday, so just go up and enjoy it.
It's going to be difficult, we know that, but it's the same with every game. Since last October, we've gone into every game with the ambition of winning, and we wouldn't be going to Croke Park if we didn't think we could win. It's going to be very tough. Meath are going to be favourites, but we hope that if we play any way as good as we can, we'll be in there with a shout at the end.
Meath are always going to be very difficult to beat. They have lost a lot of their team from the 80s, but they've found some fine young players. They've had some great minor teams, and they've been keeping the talent coming over the last couple of years, so it'll be very tough. They beat us well in the league last year, so we know who we're up against on Sunday. It's another mountain to climb, really, you know.
There is a greater depth of character to the present group of players, and you know, they're working very hard and working for one another. So we're quietly hopeful on Sunday. We'll have our biggest ever following Westmeath on Sunday, and our people in the county are looking forward to travelling to Croke Park, with maps or without maps.
Yes, Westmeath hoping to hit the glory trail against neighbours Meath at Croke Park tomorrow. It's great to see the Westmeath men through to this stage of the competition, but in truth they will be up against it tomorrow, against a Meath side which showed a lot of their old flair in disposing of Down in the quarter-finals.